Hello everyone, I am Anushtha Singh Kushwah. I am a third year BTech student, and in this video I am going to explain you my skill development lab project, which is a website for data extraction. So basically what it does is it extracts the table from PDF form and convert it into an Excel format, and from there further it extracts the data from it and generate the pie chart line graph based on it. So in this tutorial, I will guide you through building a Python Flask application that automates data extraction from various file formats and create interactive visualizations. Let me demonstrate you what is exactly my project is doing. So firstly, this is the sample file which I am going to upload in my project, and you can see that there is a field of overall where the overall marks are written. So based on these marks, it will generate a pie chart, line graph and a bar graph which will demonstrate the number of students achieving the marks in the certain range. So now let's see the project. So as soon as I run the application, it will open this page where I can upload the PDF and give field on which I wanted to categorize the students. Let's first upload the PDF which has the name.pdf. Then since I wanted to categorize the student based on the overall column, I will write the overall column. Then I will click on the upload and generate. So the next page contains the extracted pie chart, line graph, and a bar graph of the data. And if I scroll down, I can see that I can download the Excel file. Let's download the Excel file first. And you can see that the downloaded Excel file contains the data which is get extracted from the table exactly how it was. And all the three graphs are also present in the Excel sheet so that it can be easier for anyone to analyze the data. Let's start creating the project. For the project setup, first we need to create the directory structure. For that, first you create any folder, and inside that folder you have to create the app.py which contains the Python code, and then a template file inside the folder structure in which we are going to store the HTML code such as index.html and result.html. Then a static folder which contains the CSS and the upload and result folder. In the upload folder, all the files which are going to be uploaded will get stored, and in the result folder, the Excel file which are being extracted are going to be stored. And for this project, we are going to use the Flask, which is a famous Python library. And for the Flask installation, we are going to run the command pip install Flask inside the terminal. So let's look into the different libraries that we are going to use. The first is PDF Plumber. The purpose of this file is that it is designed to extract structured data such as tables from PDF files. Another is Pandas. Pandas is a powerful data manipulation and analysis library in the Python, which we are going to use for the data manipulation. Next is matplotlib, which is a Python library for creating static, animated, and interactive visualizations. We are going to use this library for the different types of graph that we are going to generate in this project. Another is OpenPyXL, which is a library for reading and writing Excel file in the Python. Next is docx, which allows us to read and write word.dox documents. And the last one is XLRD, which is a library used for reading the Excel files, especially .xls format. Here, I start by importing the necessary libraries. Flask is the main framework we use to create our web applications. PDF Plumber, Pandas, and Matplotlib are essential for handling PDFs, data manipulation, and data visualization, respectively. I also imported OS for file handling and temp file to create temporary file. Additionally, OpenPyXL is used for creating Excel files and document for Python doc is for handling Word documentation. Now let's start with creating the Flask application. To create the Flask application, I create an instance of Flask application using Flask bracket underscore name underscore, which allows us to define routes and handle web app request. For the home routes, I have written this code which is to route for the home page. This thing here defines the home route. When a user accesses the root URL, the index function is called, which renders the index.html template where users can upload their files. Now let's look at how file upload routing will gonna work. This is the code for the file upload routing. Here I define the upload route which accept post request. I check if a file part is included in the request. If not, I return a 400 error indicating that no file was provided. Next, I retrieve the uploaded file. If the file name is empty, I return another 400 error indicating that no file was selected. Now, for handling the different file types, I have written this code. Here, I get a file extension and check its type. Depending on whether it is PDF, Word document, or Excel file, I call the corresponding handler function. If file type is unsupported, I return 400 error. Now, for the function to handle the PDF files, I have written this function called handle PDF, where this function handles PDF files. I created a temporary file which can save the PDF and save it into the uploaded file to this location. Next, I initialize a list to store extracted table using PDF plumber. I open the PDF and loop through each page to extract table. If a table is found, I convert it into a pandas data frame and add it to the list. Another thing is the concatenation. If any table were extracted, I concatenate them into a single data frame and call the function to generate charts and Excel. If no tables are found, I return the error message. This function handles the Word document similarly. I create a temporary path and save the uploaded documents. And next here, I open the Word document and loop through its table, extracting the text from each cell. If a data is found, it's converted into a data frame and added to the list. For the Excel file, I simply read the content into the data frame and call same chart generation function. Now for generating the charts in Excel, I have used this function. In this function, I take the data frame and selected column name from the form. I convert the values in that column to numeric, handling any conversion error. I then drop any rows where selected column has nan values. If data frame becomes empty after this cleaning, I return an error message. Now for creating bin and visualization. For the next, I have created the bins for the selected columns and count the occurrence in each range for visualization. And for generating the charts, I have used this function where I have defined all the paths where the chart, line chart, and the bar chart will be stored. Next, which will define the paths for saving the pie, line, and bar charts as images. Now, for creating and saving the charts, I have write these few codes in which using matplotlib, I created a pie chart based on the counts, save it to the specified path, and close the plot to free up resources. For creating and saving the line chart, I have created the similar code and similar for the bar chart. A new Excel workbook and get the active worksheet to add the data. Now using the data frame to rows, I append the data frame rows to the worksheet including headers. Next, I have generated the charts to the Excel sheet, positioning them starting from cell E1. After saving all these things in the workbook, I render the result.html template to display the table and charts passing the necessary data to the template. At the end, I have route all these things to the download file where I define the route to download the generated Excel file. When accessed, it sends the file as an attachment. Now for running the application in debug mode, allowing for easy troubleshooting during development, I have written these lines. Now, in conclusion, this Flask application effectively extract data from various file formats, generate visualizations and outputs, results in an organized Excel file. I hope this background gives you a clear understanding of how each component functioning together. Thank you.